pirates, yes, they rode by, sold out to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? It's all I ever had. Redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop at the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Yes, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing another song of freedom? It's all I ever had. Redemption songs, all I ever had. Songs of freedom, redemption songs. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Oh, have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Ooh, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had, all I ever had, all I ever had, all I ever had, all I ever had. Redemption songs, redemption songs, the songs of freedom, all I ever had, yeah. Redemption songs. Thank you.
Well, I didn't expect that.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. And welcome, viewers. That is how we open the show again, with the sweet melodies from the wonderful Harry Kimani here. That way you know that this is the Melody Show, and I'm your host, Gladys Mbuthia. So this will be a continuation of getting to know Mr. Harry Kimani deeper and getting to travel the world with him. Know where he has been, what inspired him to write the songs that he did when he went out there, and the most interesting thing about the countries that he visited, so that the viewers may, decide whether they want to go out or not.
Come with me for a little journey.
Yes.
In half an hour.
Exactly. Also, as you prepare your mind about traveling out there. Remember, COVID is still very much with us, so take care of yourself, keep sanitizing, keeping distance. Yeah, keeping distance. And all the precautionary measures, make sure you're very safe, okay? So, Mr. Harry Kimani, welcome back to the show.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me again.
Perfect.
Yeah, lovely.
We love you.
I love you too. I love you too.
Yeah, we wouldn't get you back here if we didn't, so we're happy to have you.
Fantastic.
So, without much ado, I would like you to tell us, did it ever occur to you as a young boy, a very small boy, that you would one day travel the world?
Yes and no. I was privileged to come from a family where we were able to send my elder siblings out to England.
Okay.
And they stayed for so long that I developed a negative attitude towards people living and going abroad. Because if you're going to stay away for 20 years,
wow,
and you're my favorite brother, so I looked at it like these guys, this England thing, they're stealing our people.
Yes.
So I was never interested in traveling. Yeah, it didn't really. I didn't have that in my head that I would travel.
Yeah.
Especially doing what I do for a living. Yeah.
And of course you missed them and they weren't coming back.
They were not coming back. One of them came back after 20 years and the other one after 17 and a half. So they left me as a young lad. And then when they came back, I was popular.
Oh.
They missed my childhood.
Oh.
I missed mentors because it's very important to have big brothers who you look up to. And especially John. I loved John very, very much.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. But I'm glad because he introduced me to church, which has really played a big role in the person that I am right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. For if you remember the last season that we had with Mr. Harry Kimani, his brother John is the guy who introduced him to the guitar. And that is where he got to learn how to play it, and he has really done a great job with it.
Yes.
So for that, we commend you.
Yeah.
All right. Also, how young were you back then when they left? How old were you?
I must have been 12 or 11. Yeah, because I hadn't faced the knife. I can remember I must have been below 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so when did you now become popular, and were there any forms of communication with your brothers back then? And sisters?
We didn't talk much with my brothers. A long time ago, we used to have things called landlines.
Yes.
Calling was a big deal.
It was.
We used to be privileged in our village. Especially at the area I come from, there must have been only 3 telephones in the vicinity of almost a kilometer squared. So there's a time when there was a frenzy of people just going to England, going to America, Nini, you know?
Yes.
The people who came from a bit more humble backgrounds, they used to depend on us to communicate with their family. So communication used to happen like once a week, once a month, 2 months. It used to be normal that we don't communicate.
Yeah.
For some reason, I also think there was a lot of telepathy. You would think of someone and then they're thinking of you. Yeah. So we didn't talk much, but the little that John did to me by introducing me to music, I'm still enjoying the fruits.
Wow.
I'm grateful.
And what is the name of that village that you came from?
It's called Dendero.
In Kiambu.
Dendero in Kiambu, on your way towards Limuru.
Okay.
Yes, it's about 18 kilometers from Nairobi.
All right.
Yeah, it's in Nairobi North. Yes.
So I'm asking this question for everyone who could be thinking, oh, my village could be a very small village. What do I do with this? I mean, how do I get out of this place?
Yes.
So was it a small village though?
Yeah, maybe 4,000 4,000 population or something like that.
Yes.
It's a small village considering. I don't think it was popular for the right things. That's the thing I know.
Yes.
During political, hizo masabasaba, nasikia Denderu walichoma lori ya mafuta, you know.
Man. Okay.
The crime rate, because we are near a place called Banana and Gashie and Wankige. Oh wow. So, not very nice stories come from Kiambu.
Yes.
Usually. So, it's a small village, but I remember when I met this promoter, the one who took me to Holland.
Yes.
When he met me, he started calling it Denderu, capital of the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because of you.
Yes.
Did you hear that? Because of him. I mean,
the mentality changed.
The capital of
the world.
The world.
And also the youth who come from Denderu.
Yes.
They are proud to be associated with music. Yeah. In fact, I have some young guys who you probably know who are doing gengeton and stuff like that. Those are like my grandchildren in music.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. I think I also do have some friends from those areas who play the instruments mostly.
I wouldn't be surprised because when I started playing guitar almost maybe over 20 years ago, I didn't conceal my talent. All my immediate neighbors know how to play.
Yeah. Okay.
And most of them are actually doing that for a living right now. They are feeding their families. They are taking their kids to school. Because I somehow created a niche where you don't have to do inaitwa conventional jobs. Hizi za kuandikwa ama sijui kidogo.
Tuhaishio.
Ishio. Yani si lazima uandikwe kwa bank kaki na buda zetu.
Yes.
Unaweza fanya kitu and you can still make a living out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I want us to get to the point where now you have become popular in Kenya and people have known you.
Yes.
Then what happened for you to decide it's now time to dare abroad?
Good question.
Yeah.
My life happens in reverse. I dared abroad first.
Okay. So let's start from there.
It was not easy. The production houses were very few back then. The people who would afford studio time were the rich kids with no talent at all. So, it was not easy. It was not easy. I remember tamaking to a certain production house. And I would be turned down every time by the husband to the owner.
Okay.
There's lots of jealousy in music. Yeah? And I remember one day saying, enough is enough.
Yeah.
These guys know I'm gifted.
Yes.
So this is malice. They're just doing this to frustrate me. And it kind of worked a little bit.
You were frustrated?
I was very frustrated because to explain to my father, who is a banker, that I need bus fare to go to the studio to play guitar and make music, it didn't make sense.
Of course.
Yeah, after some time, I felt like I was a nuisance. And the way I respect my father, I was frustrated, caught between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
But this fateful day, just as I almost gave up, I met a Mzungu there in the studio. And we said hello. I'm always optimistic even when I'm sometimes suffering, you know. You try and keep that smile. You never know who it will attract.
Oh yes.
So I talked to him and he asked me, do you play the guitar? So I said, yeah. And then we didn't talk much.
Yeah.
And I remember, because I was frustrated, I walked out of the studio and I started heading back home to throw away that guitar.
Oh.
I had said I will not play this thing anymore because I know I'm doing it correctly, but why are these guys frustrating me?
Oh.
So, luckily, he had finished his business at the studio, so he was driving home.
Yeah.
So he found me walking along the roadside.
Yeah.
And I remember hitchhiking. I stopped his truck.
Yeah.
And then he said, hey, where are you headed? I told him I'm heading towards Kiambu Road, Runda area, towards Nandero.
Yeah.
He said, is Runda okay? I live in Runda.
Yeah.
Can I drop you there? I got into the vehicle,
Okay.
and we started. Along the way, he asked me, so you play the guitar? I said, yep. What kind of music? And I remember I was always prepared.
Yeah.
I took a cassette, which I had recorded myself. I didn't have enough energy to sing again.
You were frustrated and tired.
Cassette. He put it in the car. When the song started playing, I saw him staring, he's doing this. And then he looks at me like this. Like, did you do that? I said, yep. You played that guitar? Yep. And you wrote the song? Yep. That guy, when he was dropping me, he told me, if you ever need any help, this is my card. So the card read, Chief of Conference Services, United Nations. Big guy.
Whoa.
And he told me, if you ever need any help,
Yeah.
don't hesitate to call. In 2 weeks, I had forgotten about him because of I started heavily drinking
Okay.
out of frustration.
Yeah.
But somehow I saw that card in my rubble, in my room, which looked like there was an atomic bomb. I saw the card.
Okay.
Then I was like, this guy told me I can call him whenever I'm feeling like I'm finished.
Yes.
When I called him, incidentally, he was having guests from the Netherlands, including the president of a big festival, inaitwa Festival Mundial, World Festival.
Wow.
Everybody from all over the world, artists from Brazil, from Nicaragua, everywhere.
Yeah.
He told me, Harry, it's nice to hear from you. I'm having auditions at my backyard. We are going to have the Mighty King Kong, Eric Wainaina, Masi Maira, Gidi Gidi Maji Maji, Poxy Pressure. Everybody who was popular back then. The who's,
Yes.
because it's supposed to represent a country.
Yeah.
Walikuwa huko. I remember going on stage and I sang African Woman. See, I just love the African woman who give me sweet, sweet love. Just like the waters of the promised land, she cools off my lonely heart. Every time I look up the skies, all I see is her bright smile. When I go down a riverside, I can hear her whisper say, shine on my way when the darkness comes, like I shine on your way when the sun don't come your way. Light up my day with your bright smile. Take a yanage down by the riverside. When I sang that one, I noticed the groups of people who are scattered all over. They all came down to where the stage is. Everybody stopped whatever they were doing, and they came to listen to me. I'm a stranger, nobody has ever seen me before.
Yes.
So they're like, who's this dude? Do you know him? No.
Wow.
Do you know him? No.
Yeah.
And that's when I heard Mr. Van Dyke. That was his name. I heard him shouting, "Go, Harry!" And then I knew, this thing, I think this could be it.
It's my moment to shine.
This is the moment to shine.
Yes.
When I walked down the stage, I remember he's a very humorous guy.
Yeah.
He's very witty. I remember him telling me, "Oh, Harry, this is Harry Ostrom. He's the president of Festival Mundial, nini. And then Harry told me, because his name is Harry, he told me, that's the best name in the world. I said, yeah,
Clearly.
but you know. What happened next?
Yeah.
Rudy told me, I'm afraid I have some bad news. We are going to have to take you to the Netherlands.
Bad news it was.
Yeah. I remember somersault huko kwa mnyasi huko. Nedulu. nimepiga masama huko mingi sana. And in 2 weeks, this guy organized for me a visa because it's an invitation.
Yes.
I'm not going to look for ati naenda huko kuosha dishes. Hapana, ama kuflip burgers.
No.
Nimeitwa niende nikaimbe.
Because of your talent.
Yes, finally. It's hard work because I've played for long.
Yeah.
And I remember telling my parents, Raya. And then they looked at each other like this, like I told you he's smoking the wrong things. I told you, your son is smoking the wrong stuff. How? I said, I got a slot in the auditions.
Yeah.
I'm working on the passport and the visa, and in 2 weeks I'm going. So that's what happened.
Yeah.
Nikapanda ndege mara ya kwanza. I remember getting into that aircraft. I prayed. I've learned from my father.
Yeah.
Prayer changes things.
It does. It does.
So nilikuwa naogopa kidogo, lakini nikaomba Mungu, and I knew I will get there. This is my destiny.
It is. Yeah.
So I went to the Netherlands, and I did an awesome show.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
From there, I started going like every year, twice
every year.
During summer.
Nice. Well, for those who don't know summer wambie
summer ni wakati
gani?
Ni wakati jua inachomoka, inatokea. Kuna wakati inajifichanga. Inaitwa winter.
Yes.
Winter ni baridi, ni fridge.
Ni gathano guku.
Rĩu kuhana rĩrĩ. Ũranjĩrire kwa nyine ha.
Wita gukarima.
Handũ heho mũno.
Mũno.
Rĩu kũu rĩ, nona karima heho ĩyo kũu. Summer time kuhana ũguo. Winter ndũngiuma nja.
Hey, okay.
Unless you want to die.
Yeah. Go freeze.
So I usually go summertime.
Yeah.
Summertime is the time when the sun comes out, and so there are many festivals, activities here outdoor.
Yes.
Ni ndo ndo matuire nyumba. Yes.
Sasa kujirifarifa.
Kujirifarifa, watu kuva to shati to mangere because they've been training and trying to look nice for summer.
Back to life.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And so when you went to the Netherlands, did you have someone waiting for you on the other side, or these people, Mr. Harry, took you with him to his family?
One thing about those guys, Europeans in general, they are very organized.
Yeah.
So even while leaving Denderu to go to the airport,
yes,
I already had people waiting for me. There was a chauffeur,
yes,
holding up my name, Kimani. Go.
Wow.
I didn't have to go with anyone.
Yeah.
But of course I went with 5 more artists. I went with Bamboo.
Yes.
Attitude, who is Masimaira's husband back at that time.
Yeah.
I don't know about now. And then there was the Susan Gashukia and Guido Kibukosia.
Yeah.
So we were a team representing Kenya.
Yes.
Wow. It was quite an honor.
From Denderu
to Amsterdam.
World. To Amsterdam.
Yes. Then from Amsterdam I went to Tilburg, where I went to the Fontys University of Music. A special branch called the Rock Academy.
The Rock Academy.
Yes.
Yeah. And did you pursue music there, or what happened from that point?
The day I went to the university?
The university, yes.
This was an interesting day. Because I went to university for one day. I went to class 1, the first one. The kids, the students there, they called students.
Yeah.
They were in suits. Black suits.
Yeah.
White. They looked like the men in black. They looked sharp. They looked like models. And for some reason, they were all boys in that class. So me being the backbencher, wearing Ankara and my wooden guitar, nilikuwa kwa nyuma.
Writing more songs.
Sinikuangalia tu sana shindore huku. Hii ni ofisi ama ni classroom. These guys looked sharp.
Yeah.
The lecturer asked me, he said, we have a visitor from Kenya.
Oh, Kenya.
And we'd like him to introduce himself.
Yes.
I introduced myself. They asked me, can you play that instrument?
Yeah.
I told them I can play.
Yeah.
Can you play us something? I said, yeah. I'm going to play for you a Swahili song called Nakupenda, which is in 6/8 and it has 11 chord progressions. Now that's when I think I got their attention. They all looked back like, no, nani amesema hivyo? You know, being colonized by the British, I think our English, the accent is nicer than the Europeans.
Oh, yes.
The other Europeans, the Scandinavians. So I played the song Nakupenda. When I finished that song, the lecturer called 3 others. They discussed while looking at me.
Like,
wakaongea tu hiyo kabila yao.
Yeah.
So nikarukishwa hiyo class ya kwanza, nikapelekwa next. Huko next I was the only one with my lecturer.
Yeah.
So nilikuwa na shunga. Juu ni mimi tu niongelesha na nimezoea kujificha huko nyuma peke.
Sasa ako
hapa mazee. So I slept like 3 times. I kept waking up and I'm like, oh no. Kwani nilala tena.
Sorry. Where were we?
At one point, I just saw him smiling at me and he waited for me to wake up. That's the difference. Kama ni huku unagongwa. Nikaamka, akaniambia, Harry.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you books.
Yeah.
Try and go and study. If you want to come to school tomorrow, you can come, but you don't need to. You're not like them. For them, we impact what we know into their brains. For you, if it's you who wrote that song, if you're the one who really did that, carry on with however you do it.
Yeah.
You don't need us. His last words were, you don't need us. You're not like them.
Oh.
Yeah. So I finished studies.
Yeah.
Now I was going to make friends. I made a friend called Ludo.
Yeah.
Ludo invited me to his home where he plays the contrabass. You know, jazz music.
Yes.
The big guitar ile inakuanga imesimama ile unaonanga wana hiyo.
Yeah.
He was playing that. The Dutch are very big. So ilikuwa inamsuit. Hiyo guitar ni kubwa. So Ludo invited me to his home. Like in Holland, there are a lot of separation cases. It's quite normal that parents don't live together.
Oh, no.
In normal.
Yeah.
So Ludo's father and mom were separate. So huyu ako na nyumba yake, huyu ako na nyumba yake. Ludo has a 3-story house ndio ameachiwa.
Whoa, the child now.
Yes. So Ludo called his banker friends, his insurance guys, wakuje to enjoy pale kwa rooftop.
Yeah.
So we had a few drinks. The father came in. I also played for him African Woman. And he told me, if I ever hear that you're in Holland, na uende kwa hoteli, I will be offended.
Oh.
You have a room in this house.
Wow.
So I went to school. I finished school. I made a friend and I made a father and I accommodation.
And home.
Yes.
Yeah.
So nikakaa huko 2 months. Yeah, and then I came back to Kenya.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you have a concert back there then?
Yes. In the Netherlands.
In the Netherlands.
Yay! And that concert was very special because I actually had a string of concerts. You see, like here in Udaya, you have places like Silent Lounge.
Yes.
So kuna place kama hizo because it's summertime. Things happen a lot. Now I remember the itinerary they had planned before I left Kenya that I have some places I'll be going performing. Sa ile niko free.
Yes.
I have like 4 free days in a week. And then the 3 I have performances spaced in between the week.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a place called the Paradox. I had the 013 Club. I used to hustle huku kidogo.
Yeah.
But the main one was the one Ilya Harry Ostrom, the president, the one he invited me.
Yes.
That was the biggest one because I met with the biggest artists from the Netherlands and later on got to work with them.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was their name?
They're called Bluff, B-L-O-F. Bluff.
Yes.
Which means bluff.
Bluff.
Bluffing. They started by bluffing. that they can do it.
Uh-huh.
And then
They did it.
started happening. So they stuck to that name, Bluff. Yeah.
So it became a name, a brand.
Yes. It
All over
became
the
it's a
world.
big brand, even merchandising. When we have a show with Bluff, we have 2 big trucks,
Yeah.
Zile za America,
Uh-huh.
the ones that carry timber.
Uh-huh.
They have 2,
Yeah.
of which are generators.
Wow. Uh-huh.
So everything is already working 2 days before the concert. The lights kama hizi automatic. They are moving. Zimebaki tu kuwashwa ziwake, but they are moving peke yake.
Yeah.
2 days earlier.
Kujipanga.
Kujipanga,
Top notch.
kunanga kubahatisha. Nayo, you have like 12,000 guests on Saturday.
Yeah.
10,000 on a Sunday. 60 euro a ticket.
Yes.
Hiyo ni dhao sita.
Well.
And it's sold out 2 weeks before my arrival.
Wow.
Yeah.
Eish, okay.
And the songs I'm going to perform with the band, the people have learned them. So nilikuwa naimba Kiswahili, watu wanaimba na mimi nashindwa hai.
Where are we?
Sasa watu.
Hawa ni kina nani?
Because these people, if they're interested in something, they really pursue it and they are passionate. Passion.
Yes.
Yes. I think whatever you do and you have passion, itakuwa mzuri. Hata kama ni kitu simple kama kupika tu chakula.
Yes.
Na umepika na passion. It works.
Because
that's where they beat us.
Yeah. You're self-driven.
Self-driven. Si kuambiwa. Mudhoni.
Yeah.
You don't have video. Pavo. Kebo ziko wapi? Yeah, I'm just joking. But people there are driven, self-driven.
Yes. And others are not. Pavo, wherever you are, we have heard your name. Okay. So now back in the Netherlands, now that you are living with the family,
Yes.
Did you ever get to make friends who made you get inspired to write new songs?
Yes. Yes. I had a tour guide, per se. The guy who takes me round huko ananionyesha hapa ndio center ya kuchukua bus. If you want to go to the Centrum, itako Centrum, unaenda hivi. Tour guide. His name was Musa from Senegal. Musa had a friend called Sandra who was a cop.
Okay.
Very pretty cop. So one day Musa comes with Sandra to our apartment.
Yeah.
Because I was staying for a few months. Instead of a hotel, you just get an apartment.
Yes.
It's cheaper, like 400 euro. That was like 28,000 a month.
Yeah.
And then you get gas and electricity and everything. Kila kitu. You just need to stock your fridge. Hata TV, hata radio. Kila kitu iko. Kuja na nguo zako tu. So wakakuja akatembea na hiyo Sandra.
Yeah.
For some reason, because I had never been with a Caucasian, someone from that side of the world, she was quite interesting to me. Yeah, she kept fascinating me every time I looked at her. And it happened that she was also feeling the same thing when she looked at me.
Okay, chemistry.
Hiyo ni chemistry, biology, physics, kila kitu.
Zote.
Hata math.
Science. Okay.
Sasa, so what happened with Sandra? We decided to go and shoot some pool later on.
Yeah.
The rest is history. The next thing I did was see her in Denderu.
Allah. Okay.
Nikakombolea yeye nyumba, kaka huko 1 month. I took her to a few concerts huku. That's where trouble started brewing. Because she did not know I was popular here. Evil.
Yeah.
So she started telling me, don't smile at the girls. They're smiling at you. You're smiling back. That's my smile. She told me that's my smile.
Okay.
I told her, okay, cool. I'm not smiling with anyone. Okay? Okay?
Yeah.
Now, problem is, she told me, na hiyo guitar unacheza, hiyo guitar utaacha. Hapo sasa ndio nikaona we. If it were not for the guitar, I wouldn't even have met you.
Exactly.
Damu haishirie ndege muthenya uyu ungi.
Choka kwanyu.
Nakirira muno.
Oh.
So The follow-up, I wrote a song about her called Man from the Ghetto.
Man from the Ghetto.
One of my most beautiful pieces.
Okay.
Would you like to hear something?
Oh, yes. Oh, please, please.
There's a man I know, he comes from very low, from the ghetto, so low, so low. And he met this girl from a different world of diamonds and pearls. That girl, that girl. And all his life he had never seen such beauty within anything or anyone. Love, only love, that was all he had. And a picture of her in his hand, in his hand. Pendo la kweli ni kwenye moyo, lawaka kama moto. Yo, yo. Let's go. Pendo la kweli ni kama moto, lawaka kwenye moyo. Yo, yo.
Wow. Hey, ningeimbiwa hivyo wa Kenya. Na kwama ndenderu. I wouldn't have a problem with the smiles though.
By the way, those guys are very sensitive.
Yeah, yeah.
I told you they are passionate. So if she wants to own you, I think she wants to own you.
Oh, yeah.
And in Europe, you see the way in Africa men have the first priority.
Yeah.
In Europe, it's exactly the opposite. If you want to go to jail, touch a woman, hakuna mtu atakutetea.
Wow.
You're gone. And you know, in the Netherlands, the crime rate is very low.
Wow.
Because everything is legalized.
Yes.
You know, narcotics, nini. And they don't even use them. The people who go and get high are foreigners because it's fascinating.
Yeah.
So the ladies there, wakona say. You see, like if you go to dinner,
Yeah.
na hata mkona mtu age wa baba yako, and then a lady joins, hata kama ni kama mudhoni there.
Yeah.
We all stand up. She sits, we sit.
Well,
Yeah.
Kenyan government calling out.
Kenyan governance.
Okay, governance. Sorry. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So now after that song, after she left,
Yeah. I got confused.
you got confused.
So I wrote a song
Oh,
called
you did?
Confused. It goes like
How
this.
does it go?
Girl, believe me, I ain't playing with you. What I feel for you, please believe it's true. When you look inside my eyes, you will realize, girl, this ain't no lie. Friends will come in different trends. Girl, I'm loving you till the very end. listen not to what they say. All you gotta do is to tell me stay. Girl, I'm so confused about you. Losing you, I just cannot do. Girl, I'm so confused about you. Losing you, I just cannot do. Oh no, oh no. Tangu mara yangu ya kwanza kuona we, penzi we, moyo wangu mechoka kungoja kulionja pendo lako, nishaamua kwa moyo mmoja, nataka uwe yule moja. Sina mali we, nina pendo sio hoja. Girl, I'm so confused about you. Losing you, I just cannot do. Girl, I'm so confused about you. Losing you, I just cannot do. Girl, I'm so confused about you. Losing you, I just cannot do. Girl, I'm so confused about you. Losing you, I just cannot do. Oh no, oh no. Girl, I'm so confused. About you. Losing you, I just cannot do.
Please tell me that song reached her.
Yes, it did. Not only her.
Yes.
That song was #1 for 2 months in Kenyan national radio. Yeah, that song was voted #1 8 weeks straight.
Wow.
And the ninth week, the radio presenters, they told the people, okay, now we can change, choose another #1. They still chose Confused.
I think most of them were men who were confused.
I believe even the ladies.
And the ladies who wanted
confusion is
for everyone.
universal.
Oh, get you. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Well, with that, viewers, we found out that Harry went to Netherlands, got to make friends, did a lot of concerts, and gained a lot of popularity with people outside the country and right here in Kenya. We'll take a very short break, and then we'll be right back, get to know what he did in other countries.
Yes.
Because he has been to other countries, and get to know the artists that he has worked with and them that really inspired him to be where he is right now.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can we do that Pendo la Kweli one more time as we go on the break?
Move erosional, okay. But I got you, okay, out of way.